Hi guys, this is Taisha and Stephanie, and we have a project called Photoshop. Okay. The agenda of this project is the project goal, concepts, color versus black and white, using histograms in Photoshop, histograms and curves, adjustment tool, selective color technique, adjustment layers, and mask and hand print layers, challenges, fun aspects, and out of classroom connections.
So, project goal and descriptions. Adobe Photoshop is a raster graphics editor developed and published by Adobe Systems for Mac OS and Windows. Photoshop was created in 1988 by Thomas and John No. Since then, it has become the de facto industrial standard in raster graphics editing. To do Photoshop, you have to use color versus black and white, histograms, and curves adjustment tool. You also need selective color technique and graphics, selective color adjustment layers, and mask hand painting layers.
Concepts: color versus black and white. While color photography has been available for several decades, many artists continue to photograph in black and white. Why do you suppose this is? Whereas color images show the world as we see it, if many artists feel that black and white can be more effective in communicating emotion, art, and artistry. With digital editing, the same image can be easily processed in color or black and white, or even both color and black and white. The decision of whether to use color, black and white, or a combination depends on how you want your photo to look.
Using histograms and Photoshop. Histograms are easier to understand if we view the image in black and white. And the histogram, the right black is represented by the number 0 and white is represented by the number 255. And between there are 254 levels of gray. The height of each bar in the graph shows us how much the image is in each level. Level 1. The highest lightest part of the image are shown in the far right section of the graph 255. You can see that very little of this image falls into these levels. 2. This image has a wide range of grays. Most of the flowers fall in between middle gray, shown by the level side in the middle of the graph and labeled 2.0 in white. 3. The darkest part of the image are shown on the graph left part. You can see that create a lot of image and concentrate the level closest to black here.
Histogram and curve adjustment tools. Understanding histograms is important when you want to selectively make a part of an image look lighter or darker. For example, to increase the contrast of an image, making the darkest parts darker and the lightest parts lighter, use the levels of curve adjustment tools. The curve adjustment is shown to the left. Notice that the histogram is the same graph as the levels adjustment shown earlier, just stretch a little taller. The curve adjustment allows you to curve any shape and add as many control points as you need to individually control the lightness of each level. If you look down here at the picture, it's pointing number 1. The point of the curve is dragged higher to brighten the flowers. 2. The point of the curve is dragged lower to make the darker parts of the image even darker.
Selective technique, selective color technique. A selective color technique is one that combines both black and white and color elements. Selective color can be effective processing technique for emphasizing one element or color in a photograph.
Adjustment layers and mask hand painted layers. Adjustment layers and masks are used to highlight color that is already in the image, and hand painted layers are used to create your own color if you want to.
Oh, so here is one of our example. We did it like we put it in black and white first. I'm sorry that we don't have the way that we tried before, but we just put it in black and white and we put the color on it, stuff like this. We painted here, like, as you can see right there, and all stuff like this. These are not.
Right here is a photo of a young girl wearing a Haitian flag. We put it in black and white, and then we used the paintbrush to select certain parts that we want the color to show. Oh. And here's another example. We want to show the background color of the ocean and the sky and the trees rather than the sand and the bark. And the flower, you guys would have thought the sky was you would have thought the sky was still here, but it's actually black and white. It's just gray. And we want to make sure the flowers pop.
So here's another, like, I can say like a beach or an ocean something. We just put it in black and white and do the same thing as we used to do for the other one.
While doing this project, the challenges that we encountered were doing Photoshop and pictures and saving them. If it wasn't easy for us to do it in the right way, and every times we had to go back to creative learning to see what to do. So we dealt with those difficulties by trying our best all the time that we had to.
Fun aspect. Photoshop is to get picture in color so that they can look different. The fun aspect about it is when we had to get the pictures in black and white and paint them. In our case, we just follow it directions and get it done. Get it done.
Out of classroom connections. The first photographs were all monochrome, meaning one color. Black and white photographs are the most common form of monochrome photography. They can also contain a tone or hue like brown called selective, red, green, or blue. The first known photograph was taken by French inventor Nicephore Nicephore in 1825 through a process called heliography. The process took so long to expose that the inventor took a photo of engraved picture instead of a live subject. The photochemical process was advanced by another French inventor, Louis Daguerre. He took the first picture of a person in 1839 using his invention, the daguerreotype. Although inventors experimented with color photographs since the mid-19th century, almost all photographs were monochrome until Kodak color film became commercially available in 1935.
So this is the project. I hope you enjoy it.
Hi guys, this is Taisha and I'm going to show you how to use the selective color technique in Photoshop. So first we have to go to Photoshop. Okay. And you have to open a photo new. Okay. We could do this. Okay, so first you have to change it to black and white, and you use your tool, your paintbrush tool. You have to switch this, the black, and the white. You have to switch it to black, so you could be able to color in the color like this. And if you make a mistake, like right here, you could switch it back and make it gray again. And that's what we did for most of our projects. Okay.